couple of players the other day who left the team after anybody else decided to move on.
Right now we're intact and finished exams Tuesday, and all the grades hadn't been posted yet, but I think we're in good shape.
Is there anybody injured who might linger into the season, like recovering, anything like that?
No, I think we're in good shape.
Can you provide any further update on Sky at this point, or is that still?
No, they're still gathering information, and I really don't have any other comment. I'm glad that Debo Samuel was obviously cleared, and we need a retracted statement from the state newspaper.
Coach, have you had a chance to look over any more of that information in the time that you've been able to be back now?
What's that?
Have you had a chance to look over any more?
We're still looking through. That's all I got to say.
Coach, what are you looking most forward to when your team comes back in August? And what are you looking to learn or excited about seeing?
Well, it's a time that, by NCAA rules, we can't be with our players as long as there's a ball on the field. In order to get better, you got to go train, and it's so critical for our guys to go out and work against each other in what we call PRPs, which are player-run practices.
Right.
And the organization, that's got to be on the players. We can't be there. And so it's critical for us to make strides in all three phases throughout the summer. And we certainly can make a lot of strides, not just from a strength standpoint, endurance standpoint. Obviously need to be in shape. We need to get ready to roll. We play a very good NC State team for game one. So, but just more than anything, just a lot of carryover from spring, mentally, as far as understanding what to do, how to do it the way it's supposed to be done, and obviously being great physical condition.
How about incoming freshmen? Is that something you're excited to see how they're going to be?
Absolutely. It's kind of like Christmas. You get out there with those guys and see how they perform and all that. And my expectation for them is just to work hard, be the best they can be at this point right now. I have zero expectation for them as far as playing time and those things are concerned. I've been doing this a long time. I've seen guys that have come in and contributed and started as true freshmen, and it's been wonderful. And I've been seeing guys that maybe they didn't play their freshman year. That doesn't mean they're a bad player. I think 3 out of the last 5 Heisman Trophy winners were redshirting.
Yeah. So
it just takes time. Football's a developmental game. So my expectation for all freshmen, and always has been, just come in and work hard. If you do that, you'll be okay.
Well, when you're talking about all-season workouts, have you challenged a couple of the guys to be leaders in that, or have leaders?
Well, I think we've got a lot of good leadership on, especially on the offensive side of the ball. I think we got to continue to come on defense, and but I certainly feel like in the situations I've been involved with, you see those things kind of emerge as it goes, and I think that's certainly we will develop that over the summer.
Is it tough to do that on defense with so many young guys, so many untested guys?
Well, we got some guys that have played a lot, and certainly we need to lean on those guys to be a part of that group. It gets a little mundane in the summer as far as the workouts are concerned and the heat is concerned. All of those things, that's where your leadership comes in. To go push for another day, to go have another good PRP, to have another good workout, to have another good run. That's where the leadership is developed, and Coach Dillman and his staff are looking forward to help mold that leadership throughout the summer.
This area obviously has a lot of high school football talent. Is this an area you've been up here a lot, recruited a lot?
I've been up here a bunch. Rock Hill, a lot of great Gamecocks from here, and I've been a lot of places, not just in the state of South Carolina, but this is some of the best high school in the country, high school football in the country. And you look at, obviously, South Point winning 2 back-to-back state championships, and Northwestern winning a state championship, I believe, 2 years ago. But York's been good, Nation Fort's been good, Rock Hill High School's been good. So there's a lot of really good football players up here and some outstanding football coaches.
No. Eldridge, Thompson, Javon Kinlaw will be around for Maymester. Any update on Keeson when he's supposed to be?
Not at this time. I'm not sure there. I know that Eldridge and Javon have been on track and what they're doing.
How important is it for the program for you to do stuff like this, to come out and meet with the fans?
Well, I think, again, this is a small gesture to say thank you for the support that we have. We got the most loyal fan base in the country, and showed very evident to me this year, as poorly as we played at times in the season, and the positive backing that we got from the Gamecock family has been awesome. And I personally appreciate it. I know our players appreciate it, and something just a small gesture to say thank you.
Speaking of spring ball, any young guys on either side of the ball that really caught your eye throughout the spring?
I thought Smith did some nice things. These guys are going to help us next year. To continue to get healthy with the ankle, obviously that set him back a little bit more serious than we probably had thought it, originally. MJ Webb's going to help us. He's going to be a good football player for us. How much next year, I don't know. But he's a guy that I'm really glad is in the program. Summy is a guy that needs to get stronger in the weight room, a guy that continue to come on for us as far as those things are concerned. You know, I'm just thinking in terms of the mid-year guys off the top of my head. So I'm trying to think who else we have in mid-year.
Jalen.
What's that?
Jalen Dickerson.
Jalen Dickerson. Wow, yeah, he's going to play. He's a really good football player and really handled things extremely well in the transition, and he's going to be a really good football player. I'm glad he's a Gamecock. As far as the other freshmen are concerned, you always want to kind of wait till they get on campus before you start making determinations of who's going to help. And you know, obviously, on the defensive side of the ball, some of those guys are going to play, whether they're ready or they're not ready. It's just that it is what it is right now. That's what we've got to. Those guys have got to be able to contribute and be ready and mature enough to play right now. And they understood that in the recruiting process. We're just very thin, and we got some question marks on defense, and we need some of those guys to help us. Offensively, you coming out of spring, that's where you don't have as many question marks. But certainly, if a guy can come in and help you, whether it's a receiver or on the offensive line or you know, any of those situations, you certainly would welcome it.